What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and for the new viewers, what's up? Hey, welcome. So guys, for today's video, it is going to be how I do my foundation routine. A lot of people has actually been asking me about it, like, hey, how do you do it? What do you use? What products do you use? Why do you use a brush over a sponge? So on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna tell you all of that in this video, guys. And if you want to see how I do my foundation, how I put on my highlight, how I put on my concealer, how I put on my contour, you know, how I set my face, go ahead and stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so starting off, hold on, let me actually get comfortable here for you. Alright, so starting off, we have to make sure that our face is nicely primed. So what I'm using is the Becca or the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer. This is this right here. This is really great for oily skin and it works wonders for me. But one thing that I really don't like about this is it doesn't really last too long. This lasts for maybe a good like 3 hours or so, then my face gets hella oily. So if you guys know a primer that's really great for oily skin, please let me know. Or if I'm doing this whole primer thing incorrectly, please let me know also. But as of right now, I use this and it works okay, but then I also do some extra things just to make sure that my foundation actually lasts long, because if I don't, I'm telling you guys, my face gets so oily that it's ridiculous. Now what I'm going to do is foundation. So with foundation, you guys need to remember to try and find your color, get the color as closest to your skin color as you can. You don't want to walk around with crazy orange looking foundation. You don't want to walk around with something looking too light, too dark. It doesn't blend in naturally. So for me, I actually had to try and find 2 different foundations that would actually work with me. And what I'm using is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade Mahogany. That's this one right here. And then I mix it with this one, which is the Makeup Forever HD foundation in the shade Y535, which is these two. So this one's a little bit dark. Okay, thank you for focusing. So this one's a little bit dark and this one's just a little bit light. And what I do is I apply the dark one, just like one whole squirt on here. Okay, now it doesn't want to work. I guess I'm out of foundation, so I'm gonna switch it up. Hold on. Instead of that one, I'm gonna use the Kiko Milani Skin Foundation, and this is the shade Neutral 170. It's this one right here. I use this one in case this one is done, so I guess I need to go buy another Becca, but it's alright. So I just put 1 squirt of that, and then with the HD, the Makeup Forever HD, I do like a half a squirt of that. And after you do that, what I do is I take my foundation brush, and this is the Morphe M439 brush. I take this and I mix it together, and then I apply it onto my face. Now for foundation, applying your foundation, you can use an array of different brushes, an array of different things. A lot of people like to use the Beauty Blender, which I use as well, but I normally use it for my my concealer. Yeah, I used to use it for my foundation, but I always saw that it was soaking up a lot of the foundation, so I went back and just used it only for concealer. But you can use a brush, you can use anything that you want to use. It's all up to you. It's all up to basically user preference. So all I'm doing right now is just mixing this on I have like a little palette thing right here. So all I do is I just mix that up and then just place this over my face. Now it's looking a little light, but it will start to buff out. All I'm doing is just tapping that in first and then I'm gonna blend everything in there. And I make sure I get my jawline, and then I bring it down my neck. So as you can see, this comes out just a little bit lighter, right? But I'm gonna let you guys know this is gonna blend in. You're gonna see how it blends in. Just tapping that foundation in, so I get like a full coverage going on here. That's what we want. We want that full coverage, okay? So boom, this is nicely blended in. I hope you guys can see that. All right, so now for concealer. Hold on, my hair is looking crazy. Okay, so right now for concealer, what I'm using is the Kat Von D, and this is the Lock It Concealer Cream, and this is in the shade Neutral, which is D35. And I basically, for highlighting and concealing, or highlighting and contouring, what I like to do is, first you're gonna apply it here, right? And I kind of bring it a little bit close to my nose, like inward onto my nose. And then I apply the same thing on the other side, just like this. And a little bit close to the nose, just like that. And then I do above my lip. I do my chin, just a little bit on my chin, my forehead. I have a little forehead, so I'm just gonna put just a little bit right there. And then I'm gonna go straight down the bridge of my nose. And the reason why we're highlighting all of these points of our face is because this is where we want the light to shine, right? So whenever you're looking at something or just basic light is shining, these are the natural highlights or the natural lighted part of your face. So I like to use just a regular beauty blender. You can use any type you want. Make sure that this is damp. Do not use a dry beauty blender. Please don't. Use a damp one. Squeeze it out. When you squeeze, there shouldn't, whoa, hold on. When you squeeze, there shouldn't be water coming out. So it's pretty damp. It's not soaking wet. It's just nice damp. I don't know how else to explain that. It just needs to be damp. So what I like to do is just basically start off with my chin, and all I'm doing is just blending that completely out, just like that. See how my chin is blended out, and you can see how the light kind of already starts to reflect this part of my face. So you start to see the reflection kicking in already. And the same thing for my, let's do above my below my nose. So I like to just do this. Probably sounding weird, but so all I'm doing is just blending all of this out. That's all. See? It starts to blend out. What I'm doing is just spreading out or just blending in the concealer all over my face. And my dog is making all of this noise. I don't know if you hear like little ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. That's him running around looking crazy. I don't know what he's doing. Come here, Apollo. Come here. You want to be on TV? Come here. Ugh. So this is Apollo, guys. I know you met him before, but he's the cutest little thing ever. And he's always back. You guys will probably see him in most of my videos. Get away. Alright, go play. Go play. Go play. Go play. Alright. So for the forehead, it all depends on the size of your forehead. I have a little forehead, so I kind of like to make my forehead look a little bit bigger, if that makes sense. So I just use the highlighter. I don't really conceal my forehead, because if I did, it would make my forehead look even small. Like, look how little that looks. That looks small, right? So if you have a big forehead, make sure that you use the highlighter and then concealer around the edges, and or not concealer, sorry, the contour around the edges, and you know, it'll work for you. But for me, I got a little baby forehead, so I just leave my forehead as is. Alright, so it's blended out. So the next thing you want to do is actually set your concealer. And the reason why you want to set your concealer is to make sure that your concealer doesn't crease, especially when you smile or laugh or anything like that. It doesn't want to crease up and make the makeup look hella crazy. So what I like to use is a Sacha Buttercup setting powder. That's this right here. Everyone uses this. Everyone uses the Ben 9 powder, and people also use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. The translucent setting powder I use as well. It's a little bit too light sometimes. I like to use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder because I don't know, it's just something about the powder that actually just flows right with my skin, and it's just easy to kind of manipulate, I guess. What I'm gonna do is apply this. Alright, I'm gonna apply this directly onto my concealer. So just apply this just like that. And don't freak out if it's a little light. I guess it looks real light on camera, but in person it really doesn't look that bad, right? It looks really regular, neutral, I don't know. But anyway, you're just gonna apply this directly onto your concealer. So everywhere that you place the concealer, you're applying this onto that. And you can be generous with it. Don't get me wrong, like this is looking hella crazy and you guys are probably freaking out, but I'm telling you, it's gonna come together. Trust the process. Alright, so now what I'm using is to contour everything. I'm using Espresso, and this is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick. This thing is bomb.com. I love this matchstick. This is really great for contouring. The reason why I love it so much is because, number one, I bought this maybe like 6 months ago or so. I think I'm probably supposed to switch this out. Like, oh no, it's good for 12 months. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Alright, so I bought it for 6 months ago and I haven't really used a lot of it. Like, there's still that much left, and all I do is just couple swipes down the bridge of my nose, you know, and that's it. So this lasts a long time, and it doesn't, and it's in a dark, like neutral shade, to where when I blend this out, it actually flows with my skin. It doesn't cause anything to look crazy, harsh, anything like that. What I normally do is I take the contour, or this contour stick, and you gotta do the fish face. Beginners, go ahead and do the fish face. But another way to do it is look at where your ear is and then strike the contour just a little bit above where your natural ear line. So this is my ear right here. This is like the top of my ear. So I like to strike it right here. Just place it right there, just like that. The reason why is you're able to blend it upward, downward, and just basically blend it in. And it starts to blend in to where it starts to look like your natural kind of, not really shrunken face, but it molds your face to kind of slim down your face a little bit. So where your ear is, and then just go downward. So ear right here. And what I like to use is this brush. This is the MX design. I have no idea what the number of this brush is or anything like that, but I do know that I got this brush from Walmart. So if you go to the Walmart section, the drugstore section, something like that, you're gonna find this brush there, along with maybe a pack of brushes or whatever. But this is basically what it looks like, just to give you an idea. So it has like a flat edge on it. It's kind of small, but it's, you know, it's a focus, but it's a really nice contour brush. So what I do is I start from the top right here, and all I do is do a circular motion, just like that. Circular motion. And I'm blending it in, so you're gonna start to see it kind of shape and basically contour my face. You see how that kind of brings down and kind of shapens my face a little bit, right? So that shapes my face. Now we're gonna go ahead and go on the other side. So that is slimming down my face a little bit. And then for the nose, all I'm doing is just sweeping the product on the sides of my nose. Just like that, just to blend it out a little bit. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is like easy. Alright, now I'm gonna dust off this excess powder. To dust off the powder, I'm using this really fluffy powder brush. And basically with this powder brush, I think I got it from TJ Maxx for like $5. This powder brush is not bad. I actually just bought this one because with my previous powder brush, I think like I just need a replacement, so that's what happened. But yeah, all I'm doing is just brushing off all the excess setting powder on my face that I used for the concealer. So just brushing all this off, just like that. There you go. Oh, also one thing I actually forgot to mention is that whenever you are let's say you have the big forehead people out there, whenever you're contouring your forehead, what you would do is grab the contour and kind of put it around the edge of your hairline and then blend it in the same exact way, and this would kind of shrink down your forehead or make your forehead seem a little bit smaller. So that will work for you big forehead people out there. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is Alright, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna actually set our entire face. And what I love using is the Black Opal Deluxe Setting Powder. It's this right here. It's really great with oil control. It is amazing. It's very loose powder, and it is like it just rolls with my skin tone. I don't even know how to explain it. It just works. And it's hard to find a product that just works, so that's what I use. So I tap this onto my brush and I dust off the excess just a little bit because this stuff is powerful, right? Like you're gonna see. You see that? That's some powerful stuff. So what I do is I just kind of blend that in. Look at that. Do you see? Oh my gosh. It's just so perfect. So yeah, take a little bit, dust off some of the excess, and you see how it taps in here? So what you're gonna do is just blend that completely into your face. And we're gonna blend this all over our face, because what this is going to do is kind of bring back a little bit of that warmth back to our face. The contour definitely brought warmth back to our face, but this gives it that the extra oomph. And then you start to see how my makeup starts blending in, and it's just working right now. It's doing its thing. Alright, so the next thing that we're gonna do is actually we're gonna start highlighting. And a lot of people like to highlight their cheeks. A lot of people love to go crazy overboard with the highlighter. I just like the subtle highlight. I don't like the bling, you know, on the side of my face. So what I like to use, this is the Sleek Contour Kit. Yeah, I was right. Sleek Contour Kit, and it's in the shade Dark, and it looks just like this, guys. So right here, you have your dark contour shade if you want to use that for contouring. And then you have this right here, which is the highlighter. And this is a really nice golden kind of bronzy color. This color is so beautiful. I'm sorry, this is beautiful. Another great highlight is the actual Beauty by JJ Black Up highlight that she has out there. Oh my gosh, that highlight is beautiful as well. I don't have that with me. I think my mom has it somewhere, or when I go back and I buy it, I'm gonna definitely keep a few of those. So I'm just getting a little bit of the highlight, and I'm just applying it right at my cheekbone. So you see, like if I smile, you can see the highlight right here naturally. So that's exactly where I'm gonna place this highlight as well. Just like that. And what I do is just a subtle highlight. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too out of this world. It's just a nice subtle highlight. And then I like to highlight my nose right here, like the middle, and my cupid's bow. Yeah, like that. Just like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my face. Now I'm gonna set my entire face because I want my face to be boom, just ready and done, right? So what I like to use is the NYX Matte Finishing. Wow, what the hell was that? It's like something on my face. Hold on. Alright guys, so to set my entire face, I like to use the NYX Matte Finish Mini Matte. This stuff is amazing. I really like to use it because it's really great for oily skin, and if you want that kind of matte look to your face, which I love because I do have oily skin. So I just spray this all over my face and make sure that you're about, what is it, 6 to 12 inches away. It's up to you. Honestly, it's user's preference, but you're just gonna set this, just spray this all over your face, set it, and this thing just starts working its magic. It just sets everything nice. And then all I do is I'm fanning off myself because I'm fanning off the haters. That is it for the face, guys. That's it for the face. So guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys love this video. I thought I was in pretty good detail when I'm talking about like you're applying the foundation, what products to use, what certain brushes and sponges and all that stuff to use. I hope you guys got a great amount of information from this video. Please don't forget to go ahead and thumbs up the video if you like it, and make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. And make sure you guys, if you have any questions on anything I did today, just make sure you comment it down below, and go ahead and share my video, guys. Like, if you know someone that is struggling with their makeup, that needs to know the basics of how I apply my makeup when it comes to foundation, highlight, contouring, stuff like that, go ahead and share them or show them this video so that they can get a little I don't know, like a makeup 101 type session going on, so they could go ahead and try these techniques that I use, and you know, it will help them out with their makeup overall. So thank you guys again for watching. I thank you so much. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so go ahead and share, make sure you subscribe, do all that good stuff for me, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye guys.
I got muscles like Superman trainer. Ay, real rare like Super Saiyan Mega. I jump, stomp on Lucifer's sage. Now I got a few rings on Jupiter's cage.